And now, for this week's State of Trade in Star Citizen. 3.71 has been pushed to live. Trading surged last week despite concerns of a possible reset with a new patch. At first, traders were spared a reset. However, a patch for 3.71 required a wipe, resetting all progress and delaying this broadcast. As patch wipes cause considerable delay to this program as information becomes invalid, State of Trade will now be moving to Monday releases. Starting with today, Star Citizen is now hosting a free fly event. This free fly runs until November 5th and gives prospective players access to multiple ships to try, as well as discounted options on starter packs. There is also a P-52 Merlin reward for a friend using a referral code until November 5th. Be advised that during the free fly event, traders should avoid bringing cargo to Port Olisar at all costs, as many players enjoy disrupting others under the guise of a new player. And now for market data. The metals market sees Agricium rising as high as 24.84, with most deposits being wiped out before hitting supply caps. At its current prices, Agricium only returns a profit of 2.5 UEC per unit, putting it just above astatine with over triple the investment. We recommend shelving this commodity until prices calm down. Gold on Daymar soared as high as 5.89 this week, with massive shortages as many new traders took to its attractive margins and quick return. Deposits around Hurston continue to hold at base pricing of 5.4. Tungsten sees a minor increase in movement as Daymar deposits rose as high as 3.8, up from a base price of 3.55. Aluminum sees no change and holds at a base price of 1.11. Legal Vice continues to see moderate traffic as new traders are unaware of its heavy restrictions. Distilled spirits rose to 4.68, up from a base price of 4.5, while Stim saw a brief increase to 2.85 before settling at a base pricing of 2.8. While some have been lucky on unloading around Crusader, many have been stuck with too much to realistically unload. The criminal underworld sees an overabundance of slam. Smugglers have been parked at Crew L5 for hours trying to unload their wares. Widow sees the same issue as many are unwilling to make the long trip to Orinth to unload. Gases sees a major upheaval with astatine becoming overtraded. While deposits in Crusader are regularly as high as 7.9, Ida near Hurston sees prices spiking as high as 7.42, both far above the base price of 7 UEC. The most likely cause is a new influx of Caterpillar captains. Chlorine also sees raised prices, with Crusader deposits topping out at 1.41, above its base price of 1.3. Fluorine holds firm at 2.35, however, its sell price dipped considerably at Deacon's Research, down to 2.66 from a baseline of 2.95. Those who prefer the full value over time saved are encouraged to sell at Hicks on Sellen. Hydrogen and iodine see little change. Mineral trade continues to be dominated by Laranite. The new influx of Caterpillar owners has made the squeeze on already limited deposits even greater. The price of Laranite has continued to hover in the high 27 range, with supplies barely reaching over 200 SCU even during off hours. Diamond continues to surge in Crusader and ArcCorp. While the price at Tram & Meyer stays fixed at 5.85, the sell price at Grimhex and Port Olisar stays well under 7 UEC, below the base sell price of 7.35. Beryl sees minor movement as prices at Shubin and Kudra reaching 4.11, slightly above its base price of 4.05. Quartz and Beryl see little change. Medical supplies continue to see major movement as the price soared to a record-shattering 17.09 at Deacon's Research, with limited supply rivaling Port Olisar. This is far above the base price of 15.75. Traders are encouraged to visit Hicks Research for slightly better prices and availability. Scrap continues to be a strong commodity, and prices at Grimhex and Crew L1 consistently push as high as 1.53, up from a base price of 1.35. Processed food sees a small uptick in trade, but no noteworthy change from its base price of 1.2. Agricultural supplies see a minor price increase of 1.05 at Port Olisar, up from a base price of 1 UEC. And now for next week's forecast. Astatine will continue to see heavy trade on Ida. Medical supplies should cool down later in the week and see prices return to the 16 UEC range. Laranite will continue to be scarce as the economy tries to support a large influx of bulk traders. Diamond and titanium on Walla will see an increase in movement as traders try the ArcCorp Moon for an alternative source of Laranite. Gold will be consistently emptied at Shubin Mining on Daymar. And now for this week's trading tip. All servers in a particular region share the same economy. That means if you're buying or selling limited cargo on a USA server, you're competing against everyone else in all other USA servers that are doing the same thing. The same goes for European and Australian servers. So, if you're having issues with supply or demand, or getting terrible pricing, consider switching regions and trying again. You can even do this before selling cargo at a major port to make sure you get the best price. That's it for this week's State of Trade. Until next time, keep on truckin'.